Good morning. Just finished a morning swim here at the beautiful Coburg Beach. And I wanted to share a message with you about that came out of a coaching call that I had yesterday with someone around them figuring out their purpose, their gift, that thing that they're really amazing at, and them figuring out what that is and really stepping into that. Tony Hsieh, the founder of Zappos shoes, says, you know, we're all a rock star at something, and I guess my belief is that we have some God-given gift and purpose, and we need to figure out what that is. And when we do, and we can do that work, that's that thing that we're unbelievable at, as Tony said, that we're the rock star at. And so the question yesterday with this guy was, hey, like, how do I figure this out? How do I go about that? What's the process for doing that? And there's a few ways. So, you know, one way is to reach out to people who know you well, have worked with you, friends, family, colleagues, people you respect, and say, you know, what do you see as that thing that I do that's innate and that I'm amazing at, that I'm a rock star at? You know, what is that? And so what I actually did, and I probably did this 10 years ago. Actually, I remember I was living in Mexico at the time, and I reached out to a bunch of people. I sent an email out to a bunch of people, a letter out, talked to people, and basically asked them the questions of, you know, what do you see me as amazing at? What do you think is my gifting? What do you, you know, from your perspective, how should I spend my time, and you know, what things come innate and natural to me? And so I got amazing feedback back, some more relevant, some less relevant, but I took all of that and was able to compile that, and it gave me some sense of what my purpose and gifting is. And I think the other thing, people really struggle with this, and people are always saying, geez, Brad, I just don't know what it is, I can't figure it out, how do you figure it out? And it's like, well, you can know what you don't like to do. People, that's an easier thing for people to think about. And so we know what we're not great at. And so by figuring out what that is, you know, you can immediately rule out a whole bunch of stuff. And so, you know, I think that's also a useful exercise, to think about, what is it that I'm not good at? What is it that I don't like doing? What is it that saps my energy? The stuff at work that I have to do that just drains me. Think about what those are, list out what those things are, and get those out of your life as soon as possible. And so I think with the feedback from friends, family, colleagues, and also you figuring out the things that you don't like, between those two things, you start to get some direction. I think the other thing to tell people is, look, this is a long process to figuring out. I mean, I've been really, for myself, thinking about this for the past probably 10 or maybe even 15 years. And it's the sort of thing that it takes that amount of time. You know, it becomes more and more clear over time, but it's not something you're gonna figure out overnight. So take the pressure off and go, hey, you know what? If I have a better idea 6 months from now than I do today, that's awesome. And 3 years from now, I'm gonna know even better, and 5 years from now, and so on and so forth. So good luck to you. It's probably one of the most fundamental and important things you can ever do in your life, is to figure out what you're a rock star at. Good luck.